Good morning. Morning, Coach Whitmore. Today, Gregory Bryce from the Jamaica Gleaner. My first question for you, Coach, is this. A lot of our new arrivals this transfer window are not pleasant. Very important was it for you as the coach to get these persons in before the start of the Caribbean Cup, and how well have they been settling in now in their new club at Mount Pleasant?
Yes, we have acquired a number of players, so I think they're settling. It's now for us to get the right chemistry. I think we are in good place in terms of we are confident looking forward to the game tomorrow against SV Robinhood.
And the follow-up questions tomorrow's opponents, they're one of the top teams, not just in Suriname but in the region as well. How important is it for Mount Pleasant to get a winning start at home against a team of such a reputation?
Pretty much confident. Yes, we know it's a top team we're up against, but they are up against a top team as well. So it would be very interesting. As I said before, we are confident and I think the players are upbeat and we are ready for the task again.
One question for Suda. Now you're one of the team leaders, a player with a lot of experience locally and with the national team as well. How big of a role do you see yourself playing and leading from the front for the team to really make that push past the Caribbean Cup and into the Champions Cup as well?
Well, it's nothing different. It's just to keep the players focused, the right mindset, and to give them all the confidence and motivation going forward. And, it is very important to go all the way.
Azari?
Good morning, Coach. Morning, Suda. Question for Suda. There has been a lot of talk, under the radar about you being transferred to, Belgian League. Big game tomorrow, as the guy from the Green has said that you are playing one of the top teams in Suriname. Just speak to me on how important it is to make sure that you get the first win of the tournament and you getting along those boys that just came into the Mount Pleasant setup, and just kind of letting them know that the Concacaf Caribbean Cup is totally different from the Jamaica Premier League.
Well, yeah, I think the players understand that. The players are, as coach has said, they are upbeat and ready. So it is not difficult to get the message across because they already understand.
Thank you, Coach. As again I said about under the radar, how do you go about selecting your team, the exact level? How do you go about that? Because, as you know, some players are new, not used to the atmosphere. So how do you first get in that level?
Well, it's very easy. I'm not the one who select the team. The players will select themselves. So it's very easy.
Thank you so much, Coach.
One more?
Sure. Good morning, Coach and Captain. John Pelfon here. First of all, Coach, you have many experience, coaching this region as former coach of the national team. Can you speak about, Suriname's football and how it's progressed so far?
The Suriname team of football has come on a long way. You notice in our region they are making in their mark. So again, as I said before, we look forward to an interesting game from these players. They have been doing well in the Concacaf Club Championship as well. So it's a game we look forward to, and it's a game, as I said before, we want to make a good start.
All right. As well as Coach, can you tell me, is there any new tactical setup coming into this season compared to last? Can you have new players such as Warner Brown? Does that change your style of play entering these type of matches?
Well, no. I think we would have selected players who would have fit our style of play. So the players that we acquired know what we want and what we expect of them.
One more, Captain. As well as a captain, can you speak about how the players are viewing this type of tournament compared to that of the JPL?
Well, as I said before, they understand the level and where we want to reach as a club. So transition is very easy because a lot of these players played in this competition already, so it's nothing new for most of them.
All right, thank you.
Richard?
Good morning, Coach and Suda. The Robinhood team, in terms of knowing how they play and finding games with them, can be a little bit difficult. How well do you think that you have been able to prepare for them and what you expect them to do?
We have watched a number of games and then studied to know how they can hurt us, we know how we can hurt them. So we have done our homework, so we are prepared. It's just the execution on the day of the game. So the execution is going to be important. How we go out there and execute.
Just one final question from me. More present recently are making a lot of moves to put themselves in a place as one of the premier clubs in the Caribbean. Now the Caribbean Cup is a place that the team has been before, but perhaps haven't had the best of luck moving past that stage into the Champions Cup. What do you think you need to change this time around to ensure that you can go all the way and perhaps go into the Champions Cup and have a deep run in these kind of tournaments?
Well, again, I think the last tournament that we competed in, I think we weren't prepared. We weren't prepared. We are now prepared for this tournament. And again, it's led down to execution. I think the players have been working hard over a few weeks, and this is the moment we are waiting on. So, again, it's what take place over the 90%.
Any more questions? That's it? Alright, thank you very much for your questions and have yourself a great day.